Hello friends, in this video today we are going to discuss about plasma wave, electron plasma wave. Okay, electron plasma wave. So here we see we have already discussed about waves in plasma or plasma wave. It can be classified into two categories. One is electron plasma wave, another is ion acoustic wave. In this video, we are going to discuss about electron plasma wave. So, in the last video, that means in lecture 15, we have already discussed about plasma frequency, and where I have shown you how to obtain the expression of plasma frequency, that is omega p is equal to root over n naught. So, let me n naught E square by m e epsilon naught. So, we have already obtained this expression in the last class, that means in lecture 15. So, in that case, in plasma oscillation, in case of plasma oscillation, to obtain this expression, we have considered the oscillation of the electrons, and we have assumed that ions are stationary, as the displacement of ions is comparatively very less compared to the electrons. So, we have neglected that one, and in this case and also we have considered that we have not applied any magnetic field. We have considered B is equal to 0, and there was no thermal motion. That is why in the equation of motion, so we have ignored this grade P term. So, equation of motion of plasma fluid is this one, m e n e del V e by del t plus V e dot del into V e minus E n e. This is for electron, and we have taken only this equation. In this case, we haven't considered this term because we have assumed only just oscillation of the electrons. There was no thermal motion, no magnetic field. Now, in this case also we are not going to consider this magnetic field B is equal to 0, we will consider B equal to 0, but we will assume that we will consider the thermal motion here, because here you see the electron plasma waves, occurs when we allow to have a thermal motion, okay. And from here we will solve this equation for omega, okay. We will obtain a relation omega, then omega p, that is plasma frequency, and the thermal velocity v, this percent relation. And to obtain this relation, we need three equations, and those are momentum equation or equation of motion of fluid plasma, you can say, or momentum equation of fluid plasma. momentum equation of fluid plasma. Then we need equation of motion. Let me write here, mark it. So equation of motion, equation of continuity, equation of continuity. Then we need Poisson's equation, Poisson's equation. So we need these three equations to obtain this relationship between these three, omega, omega p and Vth, where Vth is the thermal velocity, omega p is the plasma frequency. Okay, so we will proceed in the same way as we did in lecture 15. Okay, let me clean the page now. So let me write the equation of motion or momentum equation of plasma fluid, that is from the equation of motion. Let me write equation of motion of plasma fluid, equation of motion. So that is given by me n del Ve for electron by del T plus Ve dot del into Ve bracket close, then Ve is equal to minus E n E, E capital E represents electric field, minus grade P E. So for thermal motion there will be change of pressure given by grade P E, and this is equation number 1. Suppose equation number 1. So here you see now from the equation of state in thermodynamics, so I have already shown you the in lecture 10 that from equation of state we have grade P equal to gamma KBTE, KB suffix B, then K T suffix E, grade N. So let me write the original equation first. Okay, that is P is equal to C, P is equal to C, C is constant, nothing but constant, n to the power gamma, where gamma is equal to Cp by Cv, that is specific heat ratio. That's also equal to 2 plus capital N by capital N, where capital N represents numbers of degrees of freedom, capital N represents number of degrees of freedom. And in lecture 10 I have shown you how to simplify this equation to get this relation, grade P is equal to gamma K B plus not plus T E grade N. So for one dimensional case, so let me write Kb is Boltzmann constant, that's Boltzmann constant. And here you see, remember one more thing, here to derive this from the equation of state we have used P is equal to N Kb and Kb Te, we have used this. Okay, so I have shown you how to derive this in lecture 10 already, so I have skipped this part. So for one dimensional case, for 1D case, capital N is equal to 1, so gamma will be equal to 3, 2 plus 1 by 1, that means 3. Okay, and del will be written as del x. Then equation 2 becomes, this equation 2 becomes del P by del x, del P by del x is equal to 3 K B T E del N by del x I cap, equation number 3. If we use this equation 3 in equation number 1, so let me write in red equation numbers in red. Okay, this is equation number 3. Okay, if we use this 3 in 1, that this grade P E, so here this p is replaced by this value of del p by del x for one dimensional case, then what we can have? So then also one more thing, before we put that value, let me use the normalization procedure here, applying normalization procedure. Sorry, not normalization, linearization method we are going to apply here, or linearization procedure here. Then equation number 1 becomes so this to apply this linearization we need these three parameters. What are those? We have already discussed about these three parameters in lecture 15. Okay, I am not going to explain again. NE, NV and capital E. Okay, we are going to use these three to apply linearization, and after application of this linearization method, a second order term will be ignored. Then this equation number 1 becomes this equation number 1 is now ME n naught del V1 by del T is equal to E minus E n naught capital E1 minus this term is obtained from equation number 3 using 3 in 1. Okay, we have obtained this del x. This is equation number 4. So let me give this one as equation number 4. Now, so we have three oscillatory functions considering or assuming the wave to be sinusoidal, and those are, so let me write the oscillatory functions. So let me scroll down the page. So here so here we have applied the second we have ignored the second order terms. Second order terms are ignored. Okay, we have written this here, second order terms are ignored. So then let me write the oscillatory functions now. What are the oscillatory functions? So let me scroll down the page. So the three oscillatory functions are V1 is equal to V1 bar, which represents amplitude, and exponential within bracket I within bracket kx minus omega t bracket closed I cap, which is a unit vector. Similarly, n1 is equal to n1 bar exponential I kx minus omega t, and at the end we get E1 is equal to E1 bar exponential I kx minus omega t bracket closed again, then I cap. So let us consider this set of equations as equation number 5. So equation number 5. So I have already shown that from these equations how to obtain those terms by which we can replace del del t and del del x. So we know that del by del t can be replaced by minus I omega. So why I have already explained in lecture 15, so I am not going to repeat here. So del operator can be replaced by I k. So replacing, let me write here, replacing del t by minus I omega and del by I k, or del del x by I k. So equation number 4 becomes this equation. Here you can see this equation 4 becomes, after linearization, this will be the equation number 4 implies, let me write, equation number 4 implies minus I me omega m naught omega n naught V1 is equal to minus E n naught capital E1 minus 3 kbTE IKN1 IKN1, and then let us multiply minus 1 on both sides. Then what we will get, this negative terms will be positive, positive will be negative, here only negative terms, so all the terms will be positive because we have multiplied minus 1 on both sides, and doing so we have got this relation. So this is, yes, then plus, let me write here, okay, plus 3 kbTE IKN1. So suppose this is equation number 6. So let me write here, this is equation number 6. So now scroll down the page now. Okay. So similarly, from equation of continuity and Poisson's equation, so this is equation number 6, and if we take the equations of so similarly from the equation of continuity and Poisson's equation, similarly from equation of continuity and Poisson's equation. So after applying linearization method, okay, after so this method is same as we have discussed in lecture 15. So here I have written directly here, the equation will be del NE by del T plus del dot NE VE, that is equal to 0, then epsilon naught del E is equal to N1. Before linearization these are the equations, and after linearization we will get del N1 by del T plus N naught del dot V1 is equal to 0. So linearizing this above equation we get this one, and linearizing this Poisson equation we got epsilon naught del E is equal to minus E n 1 after linearization. So these are the equations we have obtained from the equation of continuity and Poisson's equation after linearization. So again here we are going to replace the del t by minus I omega and this del operator by kx. Okay. So again replacing del t by minus I omega and del by I k, we get from this equation we will get minus I omega n1 plus n naught del will be I k, isn't it? I k V1 is equal to 0, which implies I omega n1 is equal to n naught I k V1, which is equal to n1 n naught, this implies n naught by k V1 by omega. Here you can see, you can cancel I, and then after simplification you will get this, and from this equation you will get, from the Poisson's equation you will get, after replacing this I k epsilon naught E1 is equal to minus E n1, and this gives E1 is equal to minus E n1 by I k epsilon naught. Now, here you see this n1, here you can see this n1 can be replaced by this value of n1 here, then what you will get? And doing so, we will get E1 is equal to minus E n naught V1 by I omega epsilon naught. Now, let us use this value of E1 and n1 in this equation, equation number I think 6. Yes, here we are going to use these values of E1 and n1. Okay. So, here you can see. So, here, so we have in this equation, here we will put n1 and here we will put the value of E1 in these two. So, and putting these values in that equation, we will get, let me scroll down, then we will get, let me write first, using the values of n1 and E1, sorry, E1 in equation number 6. In equation number 6, we get I m e omega n naught V1 is equal to E n naught minus E n naught V1 by I omega epsilon naught plus 3 k b t E I k, then n1 will be replaced by n naught k V1 by omega. Okay. So, we have got it. What are the terms can be cancelled here? N naught, n naught, n naught. Then what we can do here? Simply, okay. And one more thing, V1 are also cancelled. Then if you multiply both sides by I, then here this I will be I square, which is equal to minus 1. Then we will get this minus m e omega, and not only I, if we multiply both sides by I omega, this one and this one also I omega, if you multiply here and here I omega both sides, then what you will get? And if you multiply I omega both sides, then you will get minus m e omega square minus n naught e square by epsilon naught. Here you will get epsilon naught. So, this let me this I omega will be cancelled out by this I omega you have multiplied on both sides. Okay. So, that is why we have got this only, and plus not plus, minus, after multiplication of I with this I, then I square gives minus 1. So, you can minus 3 k b t e and k square. Okay. This omega will be cancelled. Okay. So, from this relation you can see it can be simplified as, if you divide both sides by m e minus m e, not only m e, then you will get n naught e square m e epsilon naught plus 3 k b t k square by m e. Now, this part can be written as 3 by 2 twice k twice k b t e by m e. You can write like this into k square. Okay, this k is separately written. Now, this part, here you see this part is nothing but thermal velocity b t h square. So, we can replace this by this, then you will get here 3 by 2 v t h square by k square. Okay. then what will happen? Then this expression becomes like this. Let me write. So let me scroll down. So this will become omega square, and we know the plasma frequency, this part is omega p square, because we know omega p is equal to n naught e square by m e epsilon naught whole to the power half, or you can say root, square root. Okay, so that's why we have got this. Then here 3 by 2 v t h square k square, where v t h square is equal to 2 k b t e by m e. So this is what, this is nothing but where v t h is thermal velocity. And this relation is called dispersion relation. So hope you have understood this, and in the next video we are going to discuss about ion acoustic wave. Okay, so hope you have understood this, and if you have understood, then please share this video with your friends, and if you are new to my channel, then then subscribe the channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the notification, and thank you for watching.